Yo, was goody. So Charles Barkley over on his show with Gayle King Charles, is threatening to punch any black people he sees wearing the Trump mugshot t-shirt. All right, there's a couple stuff to get to, and there's actually a follow-up on it, which I'll get to later on. But back up real quick. Trump was at the BCF, the Black Conservative Federation, where he likened his legal system battles now with how it's been discriminatory against black people over the years. And Charles Barkley didn't like it. He had a couple stuff to say to it, and let's get to the clip.
And you know who embraced it more than anybody else? The black population. It's incredible. You see black people walking around with my mugshot. You know, they do shirts.
When you heard that, what did you think? Big sigh.
First of all, I'm just going to say this. If I see a black person walking around with Trump mugshot, I'm going to punch him in the face.
Can I just back up real quick? Why, if that joke was targeted at any other community, all right, let's say the liberal black people, let's say the alphabet community, would it have been taken lightly, or would it have been taken the way that they're about to react to it? All right, let me bring it back a little bit.
If I see a black person walking around with Trump mugshot, I'm going to punch him in the face.
Charles.
No, Gayle.
Charles.
Gayle.
Everybody's laughing. It's all a joke. You know what I'm saying? And certain people are allowed to make these jokes when it's targeted at certain people. Of course, the black conservative men, that's who they're attacking, because statistically, black men are voting more conservatively than black women.
You really can't say that because, A, you don't mean that.
Oh, I mean that sincerely. I'm going to just tell you something.
And then you will be arrested for assault. And then what?
I'm going to bail myself out.
Yeah, I'll rock my mugshot t-shirt, and I'll take a payday. Shit, if you giving out free money like that, all I got to do is take a punch in the face. I'll take that all day long and take him for every dollar he got. I'll say I got emotional damage and PTSD. All of that shit is on the table.
Go celebrate. If I
don't encourage him. Don't encourage him. Okay, but go ahead.
Seriously.
Continue.
First off, I was at that
conference. Yeah.
I'd have got up and walked out. That was.
He wouldn't have been there though, because it's a black conservative conference. So he wouldn't be there. Clearly, he doesn't align with conservative values. He's more probably liberal. I'm just guessing. I don't know.
It's an insult to all black people, because he basically just saying, and first of all, to compare black history where we've been discriminated against to his plight.
Yes.
Well, first of all, he's a billionaire, and they're prosecuting him for stuff he did wrong.
What did he do wrong? What has he been actually convicted of? You could prosecute all day. We seeing it play out in real time, why they did it, why it's all lined up to be happening right now. You know, it's not by accident. But this is tough guy Charles Barkley saying that he's going to punch people in the face when he sees them if they have on the Trump mugshot. The same guy who on his show over on TNT is usually the butt of the jokes. Usually Shaq is roasting him or Kenny's roasting him, and you know, everybody's usually laughing at Charles Barkley instead of laughing with him.
And every time you send out a picture, you got a hashtag OnlyFans.
No, listen. Do you know what OnlyFans is?
Whatever picture you send out, just hashtag OnlyFans.
No, listen to me. For OnlyFans of mine? No, listen to this. Do not listen to this dude. No, OnlyFans is... I'm not even explaining this on basketball.
Yeah, look at him. That's the tough guy, right? Same tough guy over here back in the day of the All-Star game, over here with a referee locking lips and shit like that. Same tough guy that's gonna punch people in the face when he see him with the mugshot, right? The homie right here, you know what I mean? Shout out to him. Homie right here got on the Trump mugshot. Homie right here, yo, this nigga look like Shaq back in the day. You know, Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? I want to see if you're going to keep that same energy. But in receiving the backlash and everybody, you know, standing with Trump, posting them with their T-shirts, him and Gayle had to kind of, you know, do a little bit of damage repair because the whole thing was stupid. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing it's going to do is make Trump's name continue in the social medias and all of that. Everything that they've been doing for this campaign, he hasn't even had to do much, go to many places, because we're watching these people keep his name going, you know. But let's continue.
and obviously I'm only speaking for myself. The reason I think the Democratic Party and Mr. Biden, President Biden, is losing black votes is they only care about black people every 4 years. They come into our neighborhoods and say, we're going to make stuff better. We're going to do this, do this, do this. And then finally, us black people are like, man, other than our ability to dunk a basketball, all my neighborhoods are still the same. Our schools are still the same.
And I saw that too. And that's why I had to, look inside myself like, hey, what is important to me? You know what I'm saying? What is morally important to me? Do I want to keep on? Ever since I was younger, you're supposed to be a Democrat. You have to be a Democrat. The Republicans are racist. If you're not with the Democrats, then you know what I mean. You might as well not be voting, because why would you vote for the Republican? But you got to look at yourself. They come in, we hear them. We've seen Hillary Clinton pull out hot sauce. Has she eaten hot sauce since that day? Probably not. They come out when it's convenient, when it's time to vote when it's time for elections, they get voted for, and then see you in another 4 years, black people. You know what I'm saying? We've seen what Joe Biden did with the HBCUs, taking back the money that Trump guaranteed them. But Trump's the racist.
Same. And that's why I think black people are leaving disappointed in the Democratic Party, because I ain't gonna lie, I voted Democratic every time just because I thought it was gonna help black people and poor people. Because black people and poor white people,
It's political bullshit.
they're in the same boat. And I didn't care who the president was, I'm not gonna lie, but I only voted Republican one time in my life, and that was for John Kasich, and I didn't know he couldn't win.
And these are the people saying shit that we actually supposed to give a damn, because I see people on X and stuff talking about King Charles, beautiful take on it. Yes, we stand with you and shit like that.
But then I'm starting to look like, man, I understand why black people are leaving, want to vote for somebody else, because every 4 years they come into our neighborhoods and say, man, we're going to make things better for you. When Donald Trump compares his plight with that of the black person, that is what I had a problem with. Now, I do want to say this. I want to make it perfectly clear. If you're a black person and you're wearing a Donald Trump mugshot, you are a freaking idiot. And I'm only saying freaking idiot because they won't let
You
say
are
what I
fake
really want to
news.
say. But you can figure it out. It starts with an F.
Yeah, so that's the whole thing. Now he instead of saying he's gonna punch you, now he's just calling you a freaking idiot. It is what it is. Interested to know, he seemed to change his tune a lot once people started coming out in droves. With the mugshot postings online on social medias and everything. Now he's walking it back. Charles Barkley's a clown. He never won. I know it's irrelevant, but it's always going to come up. He never won a championship, and he's always going to be Shaq's lackey. Shaq's going to always dog him out and have and crack jokes on him and stuff because they played around the same time. And Charles Barkley wasn't that guy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm interested to know whatever y'all think. Do you think that any black person with a Trump shirt is an idiot? Is a coon, a sellout? You know how the usual mumbo jumbo goes. They love the white man, even though a lot of these people that tell us about racism, their partners are white. They have white children. They're you know what I'm saying? So I really don't get that. AOC, Don Lemon, they be like, but all right, I'm going off. Or do you think, hey man, first of all, Barkley, if you're gonna go around punching people, get ready to pay out. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why he walked it back, because somebody might try to antagonize him or something, But I really don't got too much to say on it. I'm trying to go back and forth on it. Whatever y'all think about it, let me know in the comments below. Yeah.
You are making $500,000 and you were only gonna pay me 30?
You're getting 30 grand? I'm getting 1,000.
You guys are getting paid? Explain.
Yo, y'all be easy and stay wavy.